Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guards of Gondor, back on the eastern side of Urudanî. We have just recovered the skull this watching stone was asking for us, and let's see what information does it have.
Zágharog.
You place the skull at the base of the stone and the images return. Once again, you see the prison of Nargroth, but something this time is different. It takes you a moment to reconcile what has changed, but held in the grip of the spirit, it is impossible to tell how long the moment might have been. The prison stands in the shadow of Urudanî, and then you see it. The southern slope of the mountain is intact. The Zágharog has not yet been made. The images flicker behind your eyes, and you see that Nargroth is filled with prisoners. Downtrodden Nargroth, rebellious Easterlings, and Haradrim deserters rattle the cages of their cells. Their jailers walk the corridors of Nargroth, and they tap their weapons on the iron doors, and they scrape their blades on the iron walls, and they tap their boots on the iron floor. You are seized by a sensation of eager anticipation, but it does not belong to you. It comes from the whispering spirit and fills you with revulsion and dread. Then the mountain blazes and the southern slope explodes in a shower of rock and flame. The torrent flows inexorably down the side of Urudanî, and the rocky plain becomes a lake of fire, the Zágharog. The images become sharper and more distinct, as if the spirit seeks to draw your attention. At last you understand. As the lava pooled at the foot of Urudanî, the iron prison of Nargroth became superheated by its proximity to the lake of fire. Nargroth became more than a prison, it became an oven. You close your eyes to shut out the sight, and at last the spirit relents, its price paid. Zágharog, it says to you, the name of the spirit in the stone. Interesting? What do you think, Harthelin?
What did you see?
You recount the terrible images, and Harthelin glares at the watching stone with disgust. It is a spirit fell and cruel. Of that there can be no mistake. Am I right in thinking that you have paid its price?
What does Zágharog know that is of use to us?
You paid Zágharog's price, and now he owes you information concerning the Gúrzyul. What does he know that is of use to us? Oh, this one is gonna be very interesting.
See.
Images swirl behind your eyes, and Zágharog whispers to you of times long ago.
See. Here.
The fortress of Nargroth is heavily fortified and lava flows freely around the base and walls. Ah, one of these really cool remembering effects. It's really nice to look at, but it makes it really hard to take good pictures of it. Urudanî. Oh, this is Urudanî. Nothing like what we saw of here on the last episode. So today we will be getting some answers.
Urudani. Gúrzyul.
She is a woman of Númenor, possessed of a cold beauty. The images that float before your eyes are hazy and indistinct, but even so her beauty is tainted by the cruel expression she wears and the malice in her eyes. Urudanî, whispers Zágharog. Gúrzyul. I grow impatient with this constant delays, worm. How many more of your kind must I slay to motivate your creatures? No, Mr. Stonemaiden. We work as hard as we can. Lord Sauron has granted me this boon, a fortress of my own in a place of my choosing. I have chosen this caverns of fire to house my citadel. The tremors are nothing compared to my displeasure. The mountain erupts again. Do they fear the shaking of the mountain, or do they fear Urudanî's Stonemaiden? I will remind them not to cross one of Lord Sauron's Gúrzyul. Lazy maggots! Wretched slothful worms! Why have you stopped? I want my citadel constructed! What is this? A horror! Horror comes! Examine the creature shown to you by Zágharog. Borangos the Horror. Seems to be a very big Rogmul. I always wondered if Borangos has any relation with Padokar. Maybe they do and I don't remember that one. So let us check.
Borangos.
In appearance, the creature seems similar to the Rogmul you have encountered, but its terrible majesty is an order of magnitude greater than those others. Even in the hazy dreamscape conjured by Zágharog, this great Rogmul is a terrifying presence. Borangos? Zágharog whispers in your mind. Borangos, the Horror. I shall take this place for my own. No! You will die for your intrusion, interloper! Ah! The mistress is dead! Follow me, voice! You will serve me now. Are you talking to the orcs or to Urudani? Or both?
Sauron wonders why. Understands his nausea.
Which ones? The Bane of Ruin, the Wolf Cant. There are 4 Nazgûl in here. The Bane of Ruin, Wolf Cant, the Lord of the Nazgûl, the Witch King of Angmar, and the High Sorcerer of Harad. Upon whose authority was this fortress completed? The Gashai. Is this how the Gashai were created? Once again, I'm wondering. The orc that appears before you now is different than those that served Urudanî, but you have seen his kind before. He is one of the Gashai. What has Borangos done to the orcs of this place? My master is the lord of this keep. Come! Who claims now to rule Urudanî's fortress? Yeah, even this being just a memory, standing in the middle of the Nazgûl is so unnerving. This is the domain of Sauron. None rule here without his leave. What is the Gúrzyul? Where is Urudanî? He is our Lord, giver of gifts and ruler of all. Ah. Tell me of this Sauron. He rewards those who swear fealty to him. You cannot take this fortress, but it might be given. I would speak with your lord.
Sauron gained a new servant to replace the one he lost.
I was kinda hoping Borangos and Sauron would wage war. You feel a presence behind you. Urudanî transformed. Just like we saw her before.
But the Stonemaiden returned. Changed.
The woman is composed entirely of fire, a being of burning flames. She stares past you sightlessly, and you hear the voice of Zágharog in your mind. But the Stonemaiden returned. Changed. The images become faint. Zágharog will soon release his hold on you, and you must be content with what he has shown to you. Are you sure Zágharog is a he? Because that voice sounded more like a she.
What did he show to you?
You recount the tale of Borangos the Horror and the fate of Urudani Stonemaiden as told to you by Zágharog. When you have finished, Harthalin laughs mirthlessly. I thought this expedition was supposed to answer our questions, not raise more of them. We have learned of the Gúrzyul only for another player to enter the field. The situation in Nargroth grows more complex by the day. Still, we will unravel these tangled threads. That is what we do, is it not? Talk to Mithrandir in Kirit Gorgor, just inside the Black Gate. We are ready to return to Mithrandir. And we might do that, but gotta find a way out of this burning plain. And let us actually look for the entrance to this Orc Camp I was telling you about, and the page. Where is that page? Alright, so the entrance is this one here. This is another 115 camp, so this will hit us with 100 Shadow of Mordor. So we gotta be careful with who we fight. How many we fight? It's actually the better question here. So this, and well, all the other 115 areas you find across Mordor are locations that you will need to visit for allegiances quests. The allegiance quests that we will be skipping for the most part, so that's why I'm not waiting to come and explore these places and look for the pages. Oh, come on. Thank God we can still one-shot some of these guys. Otherwise, it would be too much. Alright, here we have the page. Wasn't that far.
There was still fire and heat everywhere in that wreckage, mind you. And most of the orcs and slaves were dead as roast pigs. I reckoned our fool of a headmistress was too.
So it seems this is a retelling of the story we just witnessed of Borangos and Urudani. And the reason why I'm climbing to the top of the camp, as you can see, is because there is a rare chest in here. And we can benefit from a rare chest. Come on. Stupid Defiler Totem. Thank God we had never surrendered. It was almost too much. I didn't remember. They will all trigger if you attack one of them. Yeah, don't worry, Garliff. We are okay. We made it out alive. So once again, I'll wait until we leave this camp before opening the rare chest. And now, well, the Black Book will have us go back to Mithrandir, but now we can actually explore Nargroth. Let me just exit this place. Oh, who's attacking now? Go down. I just gotta find the road. Enter Nargroth. We'll see what else there is to be seen there. The rare Mordor chest. Crafting bundle and a coil. Agility, vitality. Ah, this is a defensive one. I think I'm gonna hold on to that for the time being. The light of Mordor, the light of Arendelle that you get from it is still not enough to get us to level 70, so it's not that big of a deal if we equip that one or not. Fancy that, one shot in a troll. That's kinda new. There we go. Entrance to Nargroth. I remember enjoying my time here. Complete quests in Nargroth. Do we need to gather the quest from somebody? Or do we just need to enter the place? Is this going to be landscape questing? Or do we need to find a quest giver? Oh, don't you tell me Oh, I see. You need to grab the quests. So that way the devs also make sure that you are doing the Black Book of Mordor with all this? You can't be serious. Okay. I'll buy it. Go back to the Udun foothold. At which point did they tell us that the quests for Nargroth were available in the Udun foothold? I don't remember that. No, it seems it was not. But let me take the chance.
Let us not tarry.
Reforge. Yeah, I don't see it. Thankfully, we grabbed the milestone for that part of Taladurui, because this is gonna save us right now. If there are no quests in here, I'd much rather explore Nargroth before going back to Mithrandir. And even though this is a setback, it's not that big of a setback. The really big problem here is trying to cross this I truly don't know any other way out of this place. Yeah. Not that bad. Now I think I saw in my bags. Somehow I got, yeah, a view warnings great club. Why? Why is that in my bags? Well, we've been so fast, these trolls have not even respawned yet. And the... ah no, yeah, these trolls are in here. Yeah. That was weird, not having these trolls back. One-shotted once again. You never stood a chance. Okay. Nargroth artifact chest. Sure, why not? How much shadow in here? 90. Okay. Let's go in. And maybe we'll get the quests. Ah yeah, watching stone. Another one of these watching stones. How many of these will be trying to fool us? There seems to be Sauron once again. I know it's a Rogmul, so maybe it's Borangos? The stone statue before you seems to gaze upon your presence. You feel as if the statue is trying to greet you and impede you at the same time. The gaze begins to burn into your head. There is a sharp pain and you feel compelled to utter the words demand and offering. It almost feels as if someone is controlling your speech. The pain slowly subsides. You are released from the spirit's hold, though it continues to cast its gaze upon you. Perhaps you should find an offering to appease it. What kind of offering are we talking about?
The construction on the upper floors has started. Something happened today. We seem to have dug into a large chamber separate from the main cavern.
Yeah, this totally seems a retelling of what we just witnessed with Urudani and Borangos. Obtained a suitable offering. Cool.
Runes carved all around. The walls, the floor, the ceiling. Mistress Urudani finds them interesting enough. If it were up to me, we'd leave them well.
Yeah, for once I agree with you. All these things are best left alone. You place the volcanic trinket next to the watching stone. Its gaze engulfs your every movement. When the offering is placed and you step back, you start to feel strange. You close your eyes and see a large creature sitting atop a thorn of fire. Startled, you open your eyes and feel compelled to speak the words, Borangos, Horror, Nargroth, and wait. Again, a pain swells in your head. This time, you hear a voice call out to you. It sounds both distant as a lost miner yelling in a collapsed cavern as near as a soft whisper in your ear. Path of Ember, Path of Fire, Path of Ash. With those words, you are released from the spirit's hold. You feel as if the statue has accepted your offering and will now permit you to freely explore the caverns of fire. And that opens a lot of quests. Many young fire drakes are born within the caverns of Nargroth, gaining strength before they leave their nests. If the plateau of Gorgoroth is ever to become safe, you will need to defeat fire drakelings and their nests. One should be careful when traversing the domain of Borangos, for many creatures of fire lurk within the caverns of Nargroth. You decide to defeat some of these creatures as you delve further into fire. The Rogmul in Nargroth serve Borangos the Horror. Their presence shows the power that Borangos holds over the caverns of fire. You should defeat any Rogmul you come across and destroy the shrines they worship. Alright, there are three different paths, they are interconnected. This might take a while, but I hope we have enough time in today's episode. We're doing the entirety of Nargroth. Let us begin with this left side exploration. Corroded chest. More corroded chests. What else do we have here? Yeah, much more better. You have explored this path enough. Allow me to disagree. I still think there's plenty of things to find in this path. Lesser Rogmul, Lesser Zágharog. Ah, yeah, this is one of the shrines of Borangos we need to defeat, destroy. So yeah, no, I was totally right. We have not explored this enough. Did it? Nargroth Explorer, Ledge of Fear. Shrine. Okay, it's actually through here. Ledge of Terror, Court of Horrors, Strand of Fire, Ash Watch, and Ledge of Dread. The Ledge of Dread, okay. Better rustic and raw, crude shrines. They don't seem worthy of a Dark Lord wannabe, if you ask my opinion, and that's what Borangos is, definitely. Destroy it. Well, it's here upstairs. Nothing else, it seems. A lesser Zágharog that we were able to avoid. Alright, we're back where we were when we started exploring the Path of Embers. So maybe that's all that we can find in here. Hopefully that's the case. Cavern breaks. We missed a nest. Hopefully there are more than 10 nests in the entire of these caverns. So fun. Nothing in here. I do remember the last time I was in Nargroth. I also had a hard time finding everything we needed to do in here. I remember running around in circles for a long time. You have successfully defeated many Fire Grims, Gashkai, and Flame Spirits in Nargroth. While Borangos' army is vast, it is not infinite. Yeah, of course it can't be infinite. Go down here. Okay, what else? One more nest. Looking good. It's a shame though, there is not some sort of ancient evil deed for Taladurui, or maybe if the Rogmul counted for the fire spirits did. You have explored this path enough, but once again I feel we still have many more things to do in this path. Completed. Gash highest layer of Taladurui advanced. 5 points, some runes. Very good runes. Now Grims, Orcs and Worms and Drakes. Okay. So we have reached the point at which defeating more of these guys is not providing that much of a benefit. Who's attacking me? Ah, the last fire drake I needed. Cool. You have successfully defeated many fire drakelings and destroyed their nests in Nargroth. Your efforts should be felt in Mordor as the number of drakes dwindle. I hope you're right. Yeah, I remember the reason why I was running around in Nargroth. Or I seem to remember at least the reason why I was running around is for the Explorer deed. You can see in the map some locations that seem to be related to the deed, but the path to some of them is not entirely clear. The Ledge of Terror. Where is the Explorer of Nargroth? The Court of Horror, the Strand of Fire, and the Ash Watch. Oh. I think we've missed some. Roaded chest, not yet, no thank you. Are we sure there's nothing else in here? No. Seems the path of Ash was very linear. There doesn't seem to be a lot of room for side paths in here. What is this? Just some awkward place they found to hide. Yeah, I don't get that one neither, girly. Might be doing good with the Explorer date, I'm not sure anymore. Enjoying this a lot. Huh. Not sure if this upper area I had already explored? Yeah, seems I had. Okay, we're headed now towards the central area. Discover the Court of Horror. Very aptly named, in my opinion. Jeez. This looks... Oh my god. Keep looking into that, I might start having nightmares. No kidding, it looks disturbing. Ah, we need to get to the upper level, so we gotta keep an eye open for another set of stairs. Oh, another page in here.
Well, to this day, I'll never quite know what happened next. There was a roaring voice, and Urudani's all defiant as ever. Whatever it was, she fought it. I don't think she won.
You have explored this path enough? I would love to agree with you on this one, but I also need to find 2 more shrines to Borangos. Gotta find the Strand of Fire, and gotta find the Ash Watch. Return to the Watching Stone. Yeah, just a sec. You have successfully defeated many Rogmul and destroyed shrines to Borangos within the fire caverns of Nargroth. Your efforts should slowly weaken the hold that Borangos has over Taladurui. Sure. And... and this one should lead us to the Ash Watch. Discover the Ash Watch. Yes, I knew it. Because from here, you have a clear view of the Path of Ash. So I think, yeah, last time I was running around in Narabant and struggling with this. Because I was trying to access the Ash Watch in Nargroth, sorry. Last time I was in Nargroth and struggled in this place. I was trying to get to the Ash Watch from the Ash Path. So I did a lot of runaround trying to access this area from this place. Was so confusing. But thankfully, this time I didn't let myself get as confused by this. Getting a lot of items in here. Warden Javelin. Norian Wax. What we got for completing the deed. I don't know why it's giving me Westham Net materials. We are in Mordor. We left West Rohan a long time ago. I'm just saying, this place, Nargroth, looks like the perfect place to be hiding another rare chest. I hope at some point we'll do that. We'll find another rare treasure chest in here. But for the time being, we're gonna go back to the Watching Stone. I'm not sure if we have enough time to do the next stage of this quest line. Let us see what the Watching Stone will say now, and we'll make our choice. Alright, here we are. Back with a Watching Stone. You approach the ever-vigilant stone. It gazes at you silently and does nothing. You are to assume that you have not waited long enough. A few moments pass and your eyes start to feel heavy as if you are being forced to close them. Giving in, a vision appears in the darkness. A giant being of fire sits alone. You know it to be called Borangos the Great Rogmul, but you do not know why. Borangos the Horror leaves his throne and walks to the Lake of Fire, the Gúrzyul. There he walks atop the fiery waters and proceeds slowly towards the erupted Mount Doom. When you open your eyes, the vision has passed and the stone is silent and unmoving. Oh. You freeze in your place as a pain enters your chest. The cold stone conjures unbeaten words to swell up inside you. Unknowingly, you say power, followed by Borangos and Gúrzyul. You close your eyes to cope with the pain and an image of an armored Rogmul towers over you next to a volcanic vent. Your eyes should open as the images burn away. Able to breathe again, you gather your thoughts. It seems the Watching Stone assumes you want to forge a treaty with Borangos and has shown you one of his lieutenants to speak to instead. You freeze in place as a pain enters your chest. The cold stone conjures unbeaten words to swell up in you. Unknowingly, you say power, followed by Borangos and Nargroth. You close your eyes to cope with the pain, and an image of an armored Rogmul towers over you next to an ornate pillar. Your eyes should open as the images burn away. Able to breathe again, you gather your thoughts. It seems that the Watching Stone assumes you want to forge a treaty with Borangos and has shown you one of his lieutenants to speak to instead. You freeze in place as a pain enters your chest. The cold stone conjures unbeaten words to swell up in you. Unknowingly, you say power, followed by Borangos and Narthalum. You close your eyes to cope with the pain, and an image of an armored Rogmul towers over you next to a vile statue. Your eyes should open as the images burn away. Able to breathe again, you gather your thoughts. It seems the Watching Stone assumes you want to forge a treaty with Borangos and has shown you one of his lieutenants to speak to instead. 3 lieutenants. So we'll need to do another pass of the entirety of Nargroth in order to find them. So we of course don't have enough time for that today. Join me next time as we will do just that and hopefully thwart Borangos' plans, but I wouldn't count on it. For the time being, this has been all on today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.